So welcome to the Crusaders of the Resistance headquarters. I'm King Nico, and we are live, as always, because otherwise I'd just be talking to myself, right? So quickly, I know I changed the time a couple of times. I just want to quickly share this, and everyone's going to jump in, and we're going to get started right away. So share to group, yeah. So welcome, everyone. It's getting wild out there, so we're going to talk about... Sorry, oh God, I'm pressing the buttons on this. So hopefully the clicking and the chipping is stopped in the mic. I'm just quickly sharing this to some groups, so then we can get started. So everyone's here. I see some people. Give me one more sec. Okay, that should be good. So quickly, Miss Katie Johnson is back. Hi, Katie. Good to see you, love. We got Kelly Vaughn. Yep, the king is coming. It's already here. Gaming with Shaz. Poonam, hi. Natasha, you made it. Where's your mom? Is she watching too? Yes, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Hi, Sonia. Red Sonia, hi. Okay, so I want to bring up some things, some funny, crazy things. So I want to start off with this film that was released a few years back. It's called London Has Fallen. Right? I think it's got Gerard Butler, Morgan Freeman. So I guess you could say it's a star-studded film, an A-list movie. London Has Fallen, and it was released March 3rd, 2016 in the United Kingdom. That's the release date right there. So if you haven't already seen, this is what's going around. So March 3rd, 2016, the date that London Has Fallen was released in the United Kingdom, to September 8th, which is Mary, Mother of God's birthday, and also the day that King Charles became king because his mother, Queen Elizabeth, died. So that was 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days exactly in between those two. Since the release of London Has Fallen to the day the Queen died was 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days. Ridiculous. So we're going to move straight on because the topic of this video is September 24th, the apocalypse, and is AI going to take over the world? So we're going to see a few numbers today, and they're all connected in every single way. Hi, Laurel. So Tanya says, been feeling really heavy this last week. Anyone else? I feel super off. So Tanya is saying she feels something is coming. The end times are here, is saying the next upcoming 2 weeks will be spectacular for September. 3 days of darkness, question mark. Get inside and don't look outside because demons will be roaming. Get white candles. Thank you for that. And Mr. Jeff Stegenga says hi. Thank you, Katie. So Kelly agreeing with Tanya says headaches and a nervous tension. So let's see why. So here's a number I want you to remember, and the number is 1098. So the Federal Reserve Bank equals 1098. Lucifer, son of the morning, equals 1098. Bound for 1,000 years equals 1098. So we got the destruction of Israel also equals 1098. This is biblical. A revelation of Jesus Christ equals 1098. Another year of chaos coming equals 1098. Order out of chaos equals 1098. So order out of chaos. So there's going to be chaos and order will come out of it. It's exactly how the Bible says it will happen in Revelation and how the Antichrist will come. We're going to go through a massive transformation equals 1098. Christ the Redeemer equals 1098. So these are all the exact same numbers showing the same number, not one digit off so far. Another 1098, Mr. LeBron James. I thought I'd throw that one up there. The Babylonians equals 1098. 4th of August equals 1098. So there's a date there, 4th of August equals 1098, and 4th of August is Barack Obama's birthday. Barack Hussein Obama II, August 4th, 1961. Get ready for a world currency. The Economist equals 1098. So The Economist, back in 1988, released this issue. And on the cover of The Economist, it says, "Get ready for a world currency." And this issue is a 1988 edition of The Economist magazine, predicted a world currency by the year 2018. So there it is. The Economist. Get ready for a world currency. The Economist equals 1098. Federal Reserve Bank equals 1098. Why 1098? So we go back to September 11th, 2001, which was the day that the towers fell. Now we go to September 24th, which is the day that a lot of people now are looking at for this apocalypse type scenario, a day that we will all remember, right? So if we take September 11th, 2001 to September 24th, 2022, we reach 1097 weeks and 5 days. So remember, we've been looking at 1098. So the Pope imposes deadline for Vatican to transfer assets to the Vatican Bank. He's given a 1-month deadline by September 30th. So here we go. The Vatican's economy ministry in July issued a new investment policy, yada, yada, yada. So nonsense. They always got a cover story. So no specific deadline was given, but the decree published Tuesday says all assets must be transferred by September 30th. So September 30th is 1098 weeks since 9/11/2001. This is an impossible coincidence. So Daniel Clark Sizek is here. Hi, hey Nico, he says. Gaming with Shaz says, we're going to get rich off of crypto, boys. Let's go. So everything's going digital. And J7 says, hey, crusading family. Thank you. Welcome, J7, this evening. So 1098 weeks. So I got a video here we're going to play.
Friedrich Merz from the CDU-CSU group in Parliament.
And so after the special address by German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, we're now going to hear from the German opposition leader, CDU party, Friedrich Merz.
President of the Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues.
24. September
This
2022
24th September 2022
allen als ein Tag
is going to be a day which we will remember. And we're going to say about this day in the future that I will remember where I was.
So a lot of people think that, oh my gosh, something's going to happen.
Wow. Okay, so that was what people saw from the German, politician saying that the 24th of September will be a day that we'll all remember. So we're not too sure what he's referring to. Most likely the war in Ukraine, but we don't know. So we're looking at it. So Tanya's asking, what's the significance of 1098? I'm going to get to it and all the connections. Excuse me. Yeah, so Natasha saw the video and said she forgot to send it to me, but that's it. That's the clip. So I hope everyone's finally seen it now. So I'm going to move on. So there's your date, September 24th equals 846. And we know that, where is it now? Sorry. Okay, let's just go back to this. So September 24th is 826, but also September 6th could be 846. And September 15th is also 846. So we're looking at September 24th, 846. Because tribulation equals 846. Hold on, in the forward cipher, not the reverse. And there's your 846 for tribulation. So now we're going to look at some 1050, which is also directly related to 1098 and the European Union. Okay, so let me bring up the Facebook quickly. This is what I need. Close these chats. Okay, let me see if you can all see this now. So here's 1050. Make sure I'm here on the screen. Okay. I'm going to try and go as slow as possible. People are asking, what are the connections? So I'm going to show you these impossible connections, right? So we're looking at the American dollar bill. And on the back of the dollar bill, it says, in God we trust. And right under it, it says one. And to the left of that, you got your pyramid that says Novus Ordo Seclorum under it. And that is Latin for New World Order. So in God we trust equals 1050. A New World Order equals 1050. AI apocalypse equals 1050. The end times equals 1050. And of course, AI is artificial intelligence. So 1050 written out as 1050 equals 666 in the Jewish cipher and reverse English Sumerian. So 1050 is a double number of the beast, 666. TSN 1050 Toronto. So there's a whole radio broadcast area, Greater Toronto area, and the frequency is 1050. Frequencies equals 1050. Frequency 1050. 1050 is 666. Are you okay? Let me see if anyone's seeing anything. Right? Chanel Brown says, oh my God. So welcome, Chanel. Love you, Chanel. And Andre, yes, brother, how are you? I'm doing great. And Priya, hi, good evening. So we're going over these numbers. So 1050, let me know if I'm going too fast. Because when I'm going through this and decoding, like my mind is blown. And I'm like, wow, I have to show everyone. And then when I make these posts, people are like, what do the numbers mean? So I guess, I got a lot more work to do to help people understand and directly relate it to the Bible and what's happening in the world and how everything is staged. The Immaculate Conception equals 1050. Mystery Babylon the Great equals 1050. Right? First degree murder equals 1050. Canaanite equals 1050. Spawn of Satan equals 1050. The book of Genesis equals 1050. Now, this is absolutely impossible because if you know the story in the book of Genesis regarding Cain, the Canaanite, who is the spawn of Satan, committed the first ever human murder when he murdered his brother Abel because his works were more righteous than his own. So first degree murder 1050, Canaanite 1050, spawn of Satan, and the book of Genesis. Oh boy, Sesame Street equals 1050. I'm not going to say it, but you can see the word because they are grooming the children and have been since day one. It equals 1050. Satanic worship equals 1050. There's your Sesame Street, 1050. Babylonian. So Babylonians equals 1098 and Babylonian equals 1050, which is why 1050, 1098 are connected. Space shuttle equals 1050. Babylon, Babel. And there they are with their space shuttle trying to penetrate through the firmament and reach into the heavens. So Sun Simulator, I've seen it flickering and flashing. Sun Simulator 2022 equals 1098. So more connections there. Flat Earther equals 1098. So I've known and been sharing and teaching the flat earth for 5, almost 6 years now. So been awake for a while. Again, so Flat Earther is 1098. Sun Simulator 2022 is 1098. So without the 2022, it's 1092. So Feminist 726. The Me Too movement equals 726. And Antichrist equals 726. And also the Queen equals 726. Yes, the Queen also equals 726. So all your feminists and your Me Too movement and the Antichrist are 726. So here it says the Me Too movement equals 726. And now we're back to 1050 without the. It's Me Too movement equals 1050. So here's a few more connections. Pope Francis, Pope John Paul, all 1050. Christ consciousness equals 1050. So there's your new age for your witches and your warlocks and your shaman this and your heebie-jeebie that. These people are being manipulated by Satan into the one world religion. So there's your Christ consciousness equals 1050. Died suddenly trending equals 666. Die suddenly equals 1050. And that 1050 is 666 and two separate ciphers. So a lot of people dying suddenly, that's also equals 1050. Parasite Queen is 666 because Elizabeth had one of her statues vandalized a few years back with the word parasite on it. Okay, so let's get back over here. So Sun Simulator, Flat Earther is 1098, and the Queen 726. So some serious connections right there. Oh, did I miss something? I think I missed a whole chunk somewhere. So yeah, there it is. Tribulation 846. So the European Union, I just showed you with the 1050 and the 1098. There's going to be a massive moment, 1050 and 1098. The trump of God equals 1050 and 1098. False prophet equals 846 and 1098. Pope Francis equals 1050 and Pope John Paul equals 1050 in the same cipher. The Crusaders equals 846 and 1098. Surveillance also equals 846 and 1098. Staged events equals 846 and 1098. So they're going to be staging events that are going to fall in line with tribulation. And it's about to go down at the end of September, according to everyone's feelings, what they've seen from German politicians, what the numbers and the date calculator is also saying. So staged events, 1098, 846. And the flaming sword that guards Eden, 846 and 1098. Okay. Unbelievable. To me, that's like mind-blowing. I know a lot of people don't understand the numbers and the connections, but this is what's been connected right here. Natasha says, oh, wow. Yeah. Kelly Vaughn says rapture harpazo is 726. Thank you. All of this is so fascinating. That's another connection between Cain and Abel. You put them together, it's cannibal pretty much. Thank you, Angel. It is mind blowing, and it is not a coincidence. Thank you, Katie. Yes, these stats are crazy, just a little. So incredible times. I'm not saying anything's going to happen. I'm not a date setter. We know the season that we're in. We know, I've shown you all the Canadian banks and the Norwegian banks. They're all converting to digital currency. Something major and massive is about to go down. So just prepare your homes. Make sure you're already submitted to God. Yes, Naomi says, hey, Nico, happy to catch a live gematria time. Yes, I don't really do too much gematria, but it is, you can't leave this alone. Like Andre again is saying, it is mind-blowing. Trevor saying, daughter of the flaming sword. Yeah. So what is this? 23 minutes, perfect. So it's not going to be a long video. I just want to keep these numbers there so people can just click on it, see everything just laid out. And then you have to decide for yourself. So again, I'm not saying September 24th, something's going to happen, or September 30th, but come on now, 1098, you see all the connections there, right? And I think I did it before. I brought up some more 1098 connections. What is it? That's the reverse. So in reverse, I know that Vladimir Putin, I believe, is 1098, Russian president. Like all these damn characters are involved in this, right? And it just fits so perfectly. So why would Vladimir Putin equal 1098, right? And then if I go to the English gematria and put in Justin Trudeau, right? These dictators all equal the exact same number, right? 1098. The same with Pope John Paul equals 1050, and Pope Francis equals 1050. And we know what 1050 equals. It's the mark of the beast, the number of the beast, right? 666. So impossible. The way this world is laid out in one big web of just staged events and manipulation through the numbers because of Satan, the god of this world. So yeah, talk to me, people. We got about, give it a bit of time. in case I forgot anything, because it's just, I'll sit here and just trying to, there's a million connections, right? But I have to like cipher and go through and make sure everything's the right, you know what I mean? Narrow it all down and prepare it and showcase it this way. Yes, 100% be prepared. Sorry, I don't want Justin Trudeau's name on the screen when I'm talking. Okay, there we go. So Prince Cairo Thomas Thames says they are showing all antichrists before they reveal the real antichrist. Exactly. This is exactly what we've been saying and going on about. So Natasha says, talk about the apocalypse. Yeah. So artificial intelligence, I believe, and have a gut feeling ever since I was a child, actually, because I grew up watching AI evolve. And we've seen the movies, we've seen the Terminator and the iRobot. We know the world we live in now. Everything is connected to the internet. We know that artificial intelligence is now a self-aware, sentient being. And that's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So if the AI, when they announced it back in the summer, that AI was self-aware and was potentially thinking and responding like an 8-year-old child, AI evolves super quick. So that 8-year-old child in the summer is probably a far superior, like 80-year-old person now, or 100, 200, who knows? No age, because AI is a computer. It doesn't age. And now it's going to have full control through the 5G, through the nanobots that have been injected in people. We're here. The mark of the beast. People have taken it. Like, I'm convinced that that jab is and was the mark of the beast. People are taking their boosters of it and dropping, like just falling and dying right there at the clinic, right? Okay, sorry, the comments are coming in. So Caitlin's saying, yep, could be alien invasion, which is by Project Bluebeam, because we know that we're in an enclosed system because our God loves us and has protected us and covered us with the beautiful firmament. So September 24th was the day. Okay, I remember something now. Okay, luckily, right? See? Okay, let me find what I have. Stop screen, share screen. So watch this. I got some more to help us with our deciding of what can happen. So a good friend on Facebook, Mary Freedom, shared this yesterday, and I thought it was amazing. I'm not sure how entirely accurate it is, but we can all look at it and decide for ourselves. So here we go. So these are all like Hollywood movies and TV shows and the storylines, right? So we got Third Rock from the Sun. It's about the show, and a meteor is scheduled to hit the planet in September of 2015. So there's your September. The Big Bang Theory, asteroid strike, September 23rd. Volcano, September 23rd. Next to the cross in the movie, an asteroid hits the Earth on September 23rd. Seeking a friend for the end of the world, an asteroid strikes on September 22nd, 23rd, and ends the world. Another movie, Julia and Julia, a meteor striking the Earth again on September 23rd. The movie Deep Impact, starring Morgan Freeman, he says the asteroid would strike September 22nd, and the lotto numbers are 923. Evan Almighty, starring Steve Carell, the date of the flood is September 22nd. So the movie Knowing, the date of September 22nd and 23rd, the Earth is destroyed by a solar flare. So this one, I think, might be wrong, because I know this movie because I've watched it a number of times. And I actually believe the end of the world was in October. So that one I have to check out and watch again. So like I said, not all of them might be entirely accurate, but there's like 30 of them. So I can't believe all of them are just lies. So the movie Little Shop of Horrors, September 23rd, an event that will encounter a deadly threat to humans' existence. Tomorrowland, disaster strikes on September 23rd. So TV NCIS, The Last Man Standing was the episode. Do they know? 923. Oh, so the movie 23 with Jim Carrey mentions the date September 23rd as the day that hell arrives. Sleepy Hollow, September 23rd, a new dimension is opened. Ghostbusters, The Evil is Released, September 23rd. This is the end. Seth Rogen, paparazzi video recorder says date 923, the rapture happens. This is crazy. So there's too much September 23rd going on in all these shows and movies. Movie Pandemic hits the East Coast September 23rd. Labyrinth, evil consumes the world at 923. Movie Lost, plane crashes on a remote island on September 22nd. Castaways, starring Tom Hanks. This guy's ruining a lot of movies right now, by the way. I'm not sure why they keep casting Tom Hanks, but he sucks. So Driver's License of Dead Pilot says 923. A Taco Bell commercial, escaping a concentration camp on 923. A Guinness beer commercial. If you keep an open mind, you'll discover dark secrets. Stopwatch stops at, again, 923. So here we got some Rihanna, some Black Eyed Peas, Tainted Love, Drake's album, Nothing Was the Same, released on 923 with pics of shirts with this on it. Okay, whatever. So, and in the video game Resident Evil, The Invasion Begins, 923. Okay. That was just, hopefully I didn't forget anything else. So Danielle says, so bad stuff is coming September. We'll see. That's why it's dangerous to set dates regarding the Bible and the coming of our Lord or the rapture or the apocalypse, because the devil's a very crafty bugger and he's very manipulative. Like I told you, people are going to be expecting 3 days of darkness, and then they're not going to see it because Satan already has sun simulators to hide and cover up the 3 days of darkness. So the sun will go out, but we won't see it because there's multiple fake light sources in the sky circling our flat earth in anticipation of the 3 days, because we are in Revelation. So Alina Hart, hi everyone. Happy to have you. Love again. What a treat. Miami Resistance in the house. God bless you, Alina. So Natasha says, Chris Guy says something big is going to happen tomorrow in regards to C19, and September 24th is going to be a day we never forget. So Chris is now saying it. So yeah, we've been saying it. The gematria is also connected the numbers to it. And I put September 24th a couple of days ago and had no idea about, the excitement everyone's getting over it. So 23rd of September is the change in season. J7 says artificial intelligence. There is a movie streaming now called Moonfall. Yes, I did watch it on the Amazon. So I found the swarms of the AI to be very interesting in how they referred to them as a swarm. So yeah, the demons are aliens in disguise. What about the chip? I thought that was the real mark of the beast. So it's always there. There's going to be a chip, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. I believe that, again, Satan manipulated the world into thinking it would be an RFID chip or a barcode or something, and it still may be that, but he's going to make sure he double, triples, quadruples down and make sure everyone takes the mark of the beast more than once, as opposed to taking one chip one time, right? So he's going to make sure that not only do you use your free will once, but you use it 2 times, 3 times, 4, up to 10 times willingly, right? And line up for 2-3 hours with the chance to think and leave, but still sit there and take the mark of the beast. So the abomination of desolation, we're going through all of this with the seals, right? So Katie saw it, saw Moonfall so bad. So yeah, mixing man with machine. And the graphene, again, if you've seen any of the other videos, all the information is there. Right now, I'm just like repeating myself. This is nothing new or exciting that we're going over. So I'm not surprised if there's any new people here that are surprised and hearing this for the first time. Make sure you subscribe and go check out the other videos because we've been going over this for the last couple years, like easy now. So J7 says, can you link that list for September? Yeah, it's on Facebook. I just took the screenshots to show, but I'll find it again and tag you in it so you can reshare it and look at it for yourself, J7. Katie says, iron and clay mixing. So Daniel's saying, so all this data is tied into the movies with global catastrophes happening. So it's predictive programming, it's NLP. It's not only is it predictive programming, it's neuro logistics programming. So it's psychological warfare. It's a spell because it's broadcast right from Hollywood. So they, like we saw with 911, the focal point of this new world order, right? We saw everything that led up to that. So my whole childhood was growing up watching cartoons, playing video games, and watching movies. And I don't remember every single one of them had something to do with images of the Twin Towers or New York City being destroyed, whether it was King Kong climbing up it and destroying it, or John McClane and Die Hard. Like, you know, that's why when I first saw the towers fall, I was like, my mind was like telling me this is something's playing tricks on you, right? Because you've seen this. Yes, Angel. Sorry, just looking at the comments. So hopefully everyone's getting it. Natasha says the sun is white most days. Yeah, because it's fake. When you see them together, the real sun is a yellow orange and the fake ones are white. Do we take all our money out of the bank? So here's the thing with the cash. When you look at these royals and these popes, these false prophets, these false idols, right? They're covered in gold, in diamonds, in sapphire, rubies, emeralds. They're covered in like, and they stole it all, right? They're covered in like actual value, like the most valuable, expensive rocks on earth. And they took it all from us, the people, and the trade-off was what? Money, cash, paper. Not only did they take all the gold, all the jewels, all the buildings and the palaces and everything, they took everything and gave us paper. And they put their faces on that paper, right? The paper is worthless. The money is worthless. It's worth nothing. So I don't know how anyone is going to take that, because I don't want to have people sell their houses and go bankrupt because they saw me on live saying, oh, the money's worthless. No, don't listen. You have to have your own discernment. Ask God what you should do. Me, I'm just so over money. It's I can't believe we ever got to this point where we let these Satanists, these Luciferians, take anything that had any value and give us paper in return with their faces on it. You won't see King Charles walking around with $20 and with his face on it, or his mom's face or anything. They don't walk around with cash paper money. That's trash to them. They give that to us, the people and the masses, right? Just watch them. You see them covered in gold and jewels. And they give us, the people. You see all the hip hop rappers with their stacks of money and cash. It's paper. What a joke. So yeah, Katie says all 923, they cast Tom Hanks because he's a, yeah, that's exactly why. I don't want to say it, but we know why he's cast for these films. Not because he's Mr. Talented, Forrest Gump. No, it's because like he sucks. Like I watched Elvis and all I was thinking is like, they couldn't find a talented person with an Irish accent to play an Irish character. And the same with the Pinocchio. They couldn't find an Italian. Like this guy has the worst accents. So Daniel saying, would it be good idea to take most of our money out the bank. I don't want anything to do with cryptocurrency. Well, the world's going digital. The only thing I could think of, like, if you take your money out, it's going to be worthless unless you spend it and buy something that's worth something. So it's a very touchy, tricky situation. That's why everyone's freaking out, because they're not going to prepare us, and they're just going to do it like a switch. That's why they're going to prepare us with these subtle little coded messages and stuff, right? Oh, also, let me show you something that I thought was a bit weird. Another thing I remembered. See, there's so much going on and so much to put together and share with you. I just forget a lot of the stuff most of the time. So we're here. Luckily, right now, I've just remembered something, because I don't know if anyone's known this, because we're looking at September 24th as like some kind of apocalyptic event. September is disaster preparedness month. Disaster preparedness, right? Month is September. So I got an email of I don't get emails from these people. It's from Pet Watch, for my dog, because he has a chip, because he used to keep running away and I don't want to lose him. So I got this email. Where is it? Quickly. It's from Pet Watch. And it's basically saying we're preparing everyone for disaster, like September's disaster preparedness month. So September is National Preparedness Month. The goal is to raise awareness about the importance of preparing for disasters and emergencies that could happen unexpectedly. So there's something else. So I didn't know anything about Disaster Preparedness Month until I got an email saying, make sure you and Prince Elvis Jackson ready for a disaster. September's Disaster Preparedness Month. So does anyone else know about this? I'm just hearing about it. And we do know that New York back in the summer had alerts going around, getting the people of New York to get ready for a nuclear war or something, or a nuclear bomb to go off. So very weird things going on. Sorry, I got a lot of comments to go through now while I'm just remembering a lot of the things. Mr. Joseph's here. Good evening, Joseph. I just went through a whole bunch of numbers. I was actually wanted to ask, hopefully you can help go over and see if you can find any of your own connections with the numbers 1050, 1098, because the dollar is going to crash, equals 666. I can't, what else can anyone think of, right? That could send the whole world into some chaotic scramble, which would be just them switching over to digital just like that. And they've been getting ready. Oh, yeah. This is why, Katie, this is why Tom J. Hanks keeps getting cast for all these roles with absolutely no talent that someone else should be doing, because Tom J. Hanks equals 666. So I see Natasha speaking of the Mandela effect. People remember things one way and others disagree, like Fruit Loops and Fruit Loops. Yes, I did see that. That all started happening once the CERN went on. We can't lose cash. Why can't we lose cash? Yeah, we can't lose it because then we can no longer give people money without the government knowing about it. Like, you can't put cash in birthday cards anymore and give to your nieces or nephews and, you know, $50 to $100 here. Now everything's going to be digital. You're going to be taxed on your gifts. You're going to be told, oh, you cannot give this person a gift of $50 because this person's owes this the government money. So basically, you know what I mean? So the only good thing about cash was the fact that we could do things like that. But in the long run, the cash belongs to them. It's got their faces on it. It's got their corporation numbers on it, right? They trapped us. They tricked us, right? Andrew saying stock up. Yes, Rose Clark, Trudeau must go. Yeah, money is evil. Cash is 666. So Tom Hanks was the first celebrity to have the C. He made a post where he said he was losing to his wife by 201 points. So there's your 201 in a game of gin rummy. So 201 like event 201, and William Henry Gates is 201. So they were giving out free bug out bags in Colorado. However, the bag was a joke, what they had in it. So chipping pets was the way to brainwash us into thinking we had control. Exactly the same way with chipping pets, the same way with taking your pet to the vet every year to give it its daily rabies shot or some kind of immunization, like just to control them. And I'm telling you, those shots that you give to the dogs are killing them and making them sick and giving them all kinds of internal issues for return business and surgeries, right? Keep your pets out of the devil's vet, right? So they have it annually in Los Angeles. So the key is to bargain and trade like the Mennonites, not cash. That's why we got to go back to growing our own food and building our own furnitures and equipments and stuff. So Sandra's saying, do not let fear consume you. Do not be afraid. So plus the railroads, definitely get prepared. And I yes, Joseph, order out of chaos is 1098. Very significant. So Kelly's saying, hey to Joseph. So lose the cash, gain control, says Sue. Yeah. So keep on the full armor of God. Nothing to fear but fear itself. George Maria Bergoglio, 201, Pope Francis. Yeah, so Pope Francis and Pope John Paul equal 1050. False prophet equals 1098. Hold on, I got them up here somewhere. Sun simulator, flat earther, 1098. Oh, yeah. This is what I wanted to show you. Geez, I got so much here. So I seen this today. So there's a shoe by Reebok. So it's not the Satan shoe from Little Nas X, not that clown. This shoe came out, I think, last year, February 2021. I'm just seeing it today. So Reebok made a shoe that's the Baphomet shoe. It's basically the foot of the goat, right? So I don't know if you can see that. So Reebok released this shoe, and I was like, what on earth is going on? So there's the Reebok shoe. It is real. It's out there. Baphomet Reebok shoe equals 1098. So everything that just comes through the feed. So the AI runs the internet and it just puts these things out there. Like I saw Mork and Mindy. It was their like anniversary since the show aired. So I put Mork and Mindy in. Equals 846 and 1098. So I'm like, what on earth is going on? How come everything that's coming through the internet feed is the same numbers? You know, like the Matrix, when you see the numbers, like that's what I see now. Everything's the same. So I see Mork and Mindy come on my feed. Mork and Mindy equals 846 and 1098. I see the Reebok Baphomet shoe, and I'm like, what the hell? So that equals 1098, right? Yeah, tribulation, Mork and Mindy, Baphomet Reebok shoe, disgusting, right? And Baphomet ritual, because we saw royals during the procession with the goat. Of all the animals, there was no horse, right? No beautiful horse at the front of it was a freaking goat with the horns, because it's a Baphomet ritual, which equals 666 in the Jewish cipher. Too much going on. Too much. So many comments. God bless you all for being here on a Friday night of all nights. So Joseph saw the Baphomet shoe, right? I only just saw it today and was weirded out. The same with the whole Mork and Mindy connection, that it was the Mork and Mindy anniversary yesterday or the day before. So yeah, something big is going down. So yeah, Mork and Mindy again, an alien from space, fake. Yeah, I grew up watching Mork and Mindy with that Robin Williams. I thought he was hilarious. And Nanu Nanu Nanu. So I was a kid. So yeah, the cloven hoof Reebok shoe is outrageous. What kind of world are we living in? And exactly, you just saw it today too, right? So I had to put that in. And more 1098. There's numbers driving me crazy. Like I said, the date is coming up. Yes, it is just incredible. 1098. The dates are coming up. We've got 2 more weeks until the 1098th week. So wait, there's your false prophet is also 846 and 1098. Oh boy, tribulation. So yeah, 1098 weeks. So remember, September 11th, 2001, which was 21 years ago, to the end of this month, September 30th, well, September 26th, it begins, will be exactly 1098 weeks. So check that out, take that in, consider everything I've shown you in the last 50 minutes, right? And the information just keeps coming, keeps coming. I wanted to end this video at 27 minutes. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have had to have come back on and added all this other stuff that I had, because I would have forgot. So I'm glad I stuck around. Yes. Thank you again, Joseph, for being here and confirming again that the fallen angels equals 846. And the first tower was either hit or detonated at 846. Yeah, staying in prayer. So Sue's saying some are quoting October 3rd. So yeah, October 3rd is still 1098 weeks. So 1090, there will be 7 days. So from September 26th to October 3rd is going to be 1098 weeks. But if you don't include the date, then October 3rd will be the last day of 1098 weeks, which makes October 4th 1099. So everything is there, everything is connected. So anything from September 26th or 24th, because of all the Hollywood predictive programming. Katie says, wow, wickedness is increasing like crazy. It is. I've seen some wild stuff. There's a lot of witches out there and new age people. Thank God a lot of them are waking up, but it's not enough. Others are going deeper into their new age, talking nonsense about the fifth dimension and ascending. Like, these people will believe that fairy tale, but won't believe in the word of God and the Holy Bible, because they are brainwashed and demon possessed. Their whole souls are just ridden by demons, right? So please be careful of anyone that you know that's doing any crystal healing or meditating or mantra this and om that and yoga this. It's disgusting, and it's helping to destroy this earth and usher in the Antichrist. So yeah, 1098. Okay, hopefully I didn't forget anything. There's too much stuff. The Pope, the Vatican. We looked at 1050. We looked at 1098. We looked at 1094, 1044 the other day. So Alicia's saying, we are living in the times of the book of Revelations. God says, do not fear. The Lord is with you, protect you. Amen. Thank you for that. So if there's anyone that has anything to say, I don't believe I've forgotten anything. I always recommend, don't take my word for anything. I'm not setting any dates. I'm not saying anything's going to happen at the end of the month, but it's worth a look and to prepare anyway. That's what we should be doing. Whether we had September 24th, we should have been preparing for the last couple of years anyway, right? And getting right with our Lord. So that's going to be about it for now. Again, I appreciate everyone being here and messaging me and sending me all this information. Like, I honestly couldn't have been doing this without all of you. It's definitely near to impossible to do this alone, but thank God for all you crusaders that are here making this all happen. And we are waking people up, not only in the hundreds now, but in the thousands. I have a group on Facebook. I had almost 100 people join that group in the last 24 hours, a flat earth group. So it's like, whoa, this is new. Like, people are just boom, boom, boom. The earth is flat. The earth is flat. So the big one. And once they wake up to that, then they'll see the deception, and that's it. God's army is rising. You're welcome, Daniel. Appreciate all your hard work. Much love. Thank you so much. So that shoe represents the soul, like the soul of your footprint on the birth certificate. Thank you, J7. Yes. And thank you, Sandra. Well, I didn't expect this video to be an hour long, but I guess there is a lot to go over, especially when talking about the apocalypse. And again, not date setting. We already know the season that we're in and what to do and what to prepare for. So again, some people have no idea the times we're in, and they still need to be shown something to believe in, to see it and wake up to. They need to feel it. So it's our job, Crusaders, to work with the Holy Spirit and share that and spread it to those that have not yet received it. Yeah, they used to be 4 hours long. They can be, but actually, I don't even know. Actually, when they were that long, people watched them. We had thousands of people going through them, and it's like I got the short ones now, and it's like, so it has nothing to do with the length of the videos. I've realized if people are going to see them or not. I only shortened them because I thought maybe more people will want to watch it, because when I come across an hour and a half long video, I'm like, oh goodness gracious, time's moving so quick. If I sit down and like, there's too much to do. So if it's like 10 to 15, 20 minutes, that's doable. But that's only me. I guess everyone's different, and some people enjoy the longer videos. Thank you, Natasha. Yeah, still watching, still at 3 a.m. Yeah, we did a 6-hour one once. Incredible. Yeah, love you guys. Best Friday nights ever. So J7 remembers. Those were about a year ago coming up. Katie loves the videos, spreading truth. Jesus wants us to warn people. Yes. And Alicia says it's the message that matters. No matter how long it is, we love it. So appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. People are tripping. So that's what I want. I need people to just see it. And, I can't force you to see it. I'm not here saying, look at this number's saying this, so you have to. I'm just showing you. And I don't know for sure, but that's how we do it here. So what's everyone up to this weekend or for the rest of the night? It's only 9:15 here on the East Coast. Yes, that's halfway through. September's only got a couple more weeks left, and then we're in October, November, December. So 2023 is in the works. I know there's some crazy purge story going around about some kind of a purge happening at the beginning of January in 2023, but we're not going to get into that now. That's another video. So I'm going to end it before we go over the hour. Yes, it is worldwide tomorrow. So wherever you are in the world, please get out there. Let's get some activism going on. Worldwide rally in Toronto and Edmonton and Hamilton and Niagara. Chris Guy is going to be at the worldwide rally in London, England, joined alongside with David Icke. So yeah, Daniel will be there. So wait, Daniel, Edmonton. So I think that worldwide is going to be at the Edmonton Legislature building. So check that building out. Look how impossible it is for humans to have created that, and know that every city has one of these impossible buildings. Okay, I'm done showing some more numbers. So again, hopefully more people can share this, wake up, understand the connections, the cabal that we're living through, the stage. Yeah, David Icke is New Age. I listened to him years back and realized that he was hiding something and is basically a controlled opposition, right? So they are out there, and it is disappointing when you like them for something and then you're like, whoa, because then you start realizing, hey, if I can see past that and you don't, then you're obviously controlled. Yeah, trust in Jesus. He has us. Yeah, we'll get back to that 5G. He says there's a new one in Dundas, Ontario. It's massive. I've seen some disguised as palm trees. They're popping back up again. Okay, that's it. My throat's getting sore. I'm going to jump off. I'll be on the internet still anyway on Facebook. But yeah, you guys have been great tonight. So I appreciate you all. I love you all. And hopefully I'll see some of you out in Toronto tomorrow for the Worldwide. I'll be there. So have a good night, everyone. Take care.